All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about Fnatic. This is a team that obviously a lot of people have been wondering about. A team that we did hear from Wooloo in the live stream last week. That is a team that likes to be a little bit more patient in the offseason. You have the G2 strategy of being one of the first teams to go make moves and go after players, where Fnatic likes to take time. And both these strategies can definitely have advantages and disadvantages, but it does leave your fans wondering and gives them more time to speculate and talk about things and whatever. But there has been people, talking about what the heck is going on with Fnatic. And if we do look at the Sheep Esports transfer hub real quick, we can see that so far, according to Sheep Esports, the only players that we have locked in for 2025 are Oscar and Razork. Obviously, we heard earlier in the off, or I guess while they were even still at Worlds, that Oscar had signed a new extension. Seems like Razork is going to be coming back for sure. And there's been some question marks about the other players. Will Humanoid be replaced? Will Noah be replaced? Will June be replaced? Any combination of those players, whatever the heck is going on. Well, today, like I said, we do have a little bit of news. This is coming from Eros and talking to him about what has been the latest with Fnatic and the latest with the roster and everything. And this is the news that Noah has been allowed to explore options for the 2025 season. Again, this doesn't always necessarily mean they're going to be replaced. It just means that Fnatic is going to be exploring their options as well. Fnatic is going to be looking at and considering other AD carry options, and they're also going to allow Noah to do the same and maybe start taking a look and taking a chance at where he could end up in 2025. Because obviously, if you are looking at making changes or going to make changes, it can be very, very respectful and in the betterment of the players to start allowing them to look for options so they can actually end up with a team for 2025. Because again, if we pull up our transfer hub, a lot of the rosters are already starting to get locked in. We have BDS and Team Vitality with a full roster. We have Mad Lions Koi with a full roster. We have G2 with a full roster. And you can see here, outside of Fnatic, there's only 1, 2, 3 other AD carry positions already. We're talking about Giant X, Rogue, and SK Gaming that we don't have officially locked in for AD carries next season. Now, obviously, Noah can always consider ERL options or consider options other places in the world and stuff like that. Who knows? But this is all really the information I have at this point. This is kind of all we've heard from Eros as of this far, that it does seem like Fnatic will be considering other AD carry options for next season, and that Noah will obviously be allowed to explore his options as well. Now, I know from looking at what Fnatic fans are saying, I kind of took a look at their subreddit and stuff, and there's some people talking about, what's going on with Noah or what's going on at the roster for next season and stuff, and there was some speculation about Noah being replaced that had already kind of been going on, so I did get a chance to kind of look at what the sentiment was with fans, and people saying, top comment here, so sad for Noah, man. Just when Noah looked like the best performing Fnatic player and seemingly fixed a lot of his mental issues, we get rid of him. Classic Fnatic move. So obviously, the top 2 comments on this thing do seem pretty supportive of Noah, and I do think Fnatic fans are a little bit speculative and a little bit unsure if replacing Noah is actually the way to go, and if it's actually something that's going to improve Fnatic for next year or help them out. Obviously, a big thing here is going to be who is Noah's replacement. That could obviously change the mood and tone of a lot of Fnatic fans, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Again, I don't have any information about what the players are considering or what direction they're going to go or anything like that just yet. So sad that Noah's out because he showed significant improvements during Worlds. More people saying weird that they only have Noah out. Again, I don't know that they're keeping June or anything like that just yet. That is still speculation stuff that's up in the air. But yeah, I don't like changing Noah. I'd have preferred getting a dedicated shot caller and support and working on Noah's mental and revamp support structure. Humanoid should stay. He's a top 2 mid laner in LEC. So again, there is a ton of different thoughts and opinions about this Fnatic roster. So many fans. I've seen fans go both ways, whether or not they want to keep Humanoid or get rid of him. Seems like a lot of the fans actually did want to keep Noah. I think people are a little bit surprised that maybe Noah's the direction and the replacement that they actually wanted to make and change on this roster. But we'll have to wait and see how all that goes. Again, Noah, we did have ranked as the number 2 AD carry in the LEC season as far as our Sheep Esports rankings go. He was obviously, very, very strong in terms of damage per gold, very strong in terms of gold per minute. Number 1 LEC AD carry throughout the entire season for damage per minute, and the number 2 player in the entire LEC as far as damage per minute. Number 1 AD carry and in the LEC in terms of kills. So yeah, I mean, he had definitely some ups and downs, and obviously people were saying, some of that was maybe due with the mental side of things and trying to overcome some of those mental barriers. barriers and stuff like that. But it seems like he, or at least according to fans, it seems like he made a lot of strides and made improvements over the course of the year. And I think some people, some Fnatic fans, were excited to see if that growth and that development was going to continue to 2025. So maybe, replacing him could be a little bit early, could be, stunting the growth and development that they were maybe going to see take some big jumps and strides into 2025. So it could be a little bit disappointing on people for that front. Again, as far as the potential replacements, this is all very, very speculative. This is not any news or anything that I'm reporting just like that, just kind of going over some of the different options and possibilities, because I know people are going to be throwing some of that stuff out there. Now, like I said, we have seen a lot of people locking in their supports already, and a lot of teams bringing their 80 carries, and a lot of teams already bringing back their same 80 carries for next season. So we see BDS bringing back Ice, we see Vitality bringing back Carzzy. So obviously those are two options that aren't going to be there. Rogue, they had Comp, but we do have Comp locked to, I believe, Gentlemates in the ERL. So it's not like he's somebody out there. Not even saying that it's necessarily that's who they'd want. We have Flockhead coming back, Hansama coming back, Supa coming back. Obviously, one of the big names being thrown around out there is going to be Upset, who has been replaced from K-Corp with Callista coming in there. And I don't know, would Fnatic fans be excited about a Upset return and an Upset reunion with Fnatic? Is that something Upset would be excited about? Is that something Fnatic management would be excited about? I don't know. Obviously, Upset is a very, very talented player, and does seem like if you wanted to go the European veteran option or route, he is one of the names out there. Obviously, we have Patrick, who's not currently locked in for Giant X, maybe as some kind of possibility. Could be interesting to see there. We do have, obviously, taking a look at like the ERLs, the LFL kind of being seen as a number one ERL where most teams are going to be looking for and going to in terms of trying to find their players or their next kind of big prospects or whatever. And there, obviously, the number one rated 80 carry in the LFL was Callista, who is now locked in. We have Jopa, who I also believe has been locked into Vitality B. Yeah, I think they did re-sign and renew him, so he's not necessarily going to be somebody available. Hansam D is a name that has been thrown around for some people. Jezu, Kadui, maybe some of the top options. Maybe if Fnatic want to go the ERL route. And then obviously there's going to be the ways of importing where Fnatic could potentially take a look at, Korean imports, whether that be Korean veterans or whether that could be younger names in the Korean scene. I know some people are starting to throw around some of those names as well. But again, it still seems pretty early days in these talks and discussions. Who knows? But it does seem like they're going to at least consider making a change. Seems like they maybe want to make a change. And that doesn't mean more changes couldn't be yet to come. Again, we don't know if Humanoid is back yet for sure. We don't know if June is back yet for sure. I haven't heard anything in terms of that. We will have to wait and see. And obviously, when those things do happen, not only will we be reporting that stuff for you here on the Sheep Esports YouTube channel and on Twitter and on sheepesports.com and all that good stuff, but it'll also be updated on our transfer hub. As soon as we are hearing people are locked, as soon as people are getting locked in, they are being updated on here. So the fact that nothing has been updated for Fnatic yet, that should hopefully tell you guys some things. We'll have to wait and see. But again, the big news today, after talking to Eero, seeing the details and stuff he has, is that Noah is being allowed to explore his options for 2025, and obviously that means Fnatic is going to be exploring theirs as well. We'll have to see what comes of this, but pretty spicy stuff there, I'm sure, and I can't wait to hear what kind of discussions you guys have in the comment section down below. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace. Everything we are doing here at Sheep Esports for the rest of 2024 is powered by Holy. This is an awesome company that makes great tasting energy drinks that also just so happen to be healthier than the competition as well. They sent me this starter set deluxe, which comes with a Holy shaker and then 14 individual servings of Holy Energy, Holy Hydration, and Holy Iced Tea. So you get a ton of awesome stuff for a great price. And if you want to get even better price, check out the first link in the description below. Use discount code SE5 to get €5 off your first order, or SE10 to get 10% off your entire basket. If you guys want to help continue to allow us to provide the amazing coverage of both Worlds and the offseason that you guys know and love, definitely check out Holy, buy some stuff. It would mean the world to us. Thanks.